Okay, so we're getting 2 videos today because, well, I felt like it, and the first time I filmed this video it really sucked, so I had to refilm it. Thus you get 2 on Monday. Yay! Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner. Welcome back to my channel. Apologies for having 2 videos on one day, but unfortunately I was going to have this video up earlier and the quality of the first filming really sucked. So on Saturday I went to Oz Comic-Con in Melbourne, and it was my first time going to Oz Comic-Con in years and years and years, and my first convention in years and years and years, and I was really excited and I bought a whole lot of things and I wanted to share them with you. So hence the reason for the video. I actually did film this as soon as I got home, but because it was so late and there was no light and I had to use the lights in my apartment, it really sucked. So I'm filming it again, but that does mean that a lot of things are out of packages and boxes and whatnot, but I still wanted to share them with you because I was really excited and I had a lot of fun, and let's get into it because I'm just going to start rambling otherwise. So I was going to vlog some of this, but unfortunately I am a terrible vlogger. I get super self-conscious and I felt really bad pulling out my camera and filming things while I was actually there, which is stupid because it's Comic-Con, but I just did. So ultimately I didn't do all that much. What I did take were some photos on my way to the convention center, which was very early in the morning on a morning where I think at one point the temperature outside felt like minus 3.6 Celsius, and yeah, that's cold for Melbourne. And I was walking from the train station to the convention center, and that wasn't too bad because I was walking. I was actually quite warm by the time I got to the convention center. By the time I got there, I had to take off my jacket and wear a t-shirt because it was boiling, but I digress. Anyway, I'll put in some photos of the beautiful sunrise in Melbourne and the view because I absolutely love my city. It's gorgeous. But when I got to the convention center, I had to pick up my tickets, and I decided to go with a Marvel Mega Fan Pass, which had things like priority entry and a few extra bits and pieces. I'm so glad that I did. I will forever now, when I go to Comic-Con, buy tickets with priority entry because I was maybe one of the first 100 people in, and it was nice to be able to have a look at a few things before it got so packed that you couldn't move. So I got a special Marvel lanyard, it says Marvel Mega Fan, and on the back it has all the details about the bits and pieces that I got with this pack. So along with the priority entry, I also got a Marvel Pop Read t-shirt. I actually got to choose my t-shirt, and I was looking around, and to be honest, none of them really grabbed me, but in the end I got this red Agent Carter one that says I stand with her. What I realized afterwards, because I actually bought this t-shirt, I went, you know what, it's red. I don't actually have any red t-shirts, and at my school we have a red house for our kids, so there's red house, blue house, green house, and I'm in red house. I thought I'll get it, I'll wear it for house sporting events and all that sort of thing, and then it clicked with me that red house at my school is called Carter, and this is an Agent Carter t-shirt, which is a purpose of nothing. It means absolutely nothing to anyone else, but I just thought that's a really cool, geeky, nerdy moment for me. So happy with my t-shirt. I also got a variant cover edition of The Punisher, which I think was exclusive to Oz Comic-Con. I don't know. Haven't read The Punisher before, so I'm looking forward to trying it. I also had a 2-pin blind Marvel pin pack, and these were the little pins that I got. Focus. Yeah, I don't know who this little guy is. Someone knows, let me know. He sort of looks like Star-Lord, but not really. And then there's this one, which I believe is Blade, which is cool because I like Blade. Then there was another little goodie bag that had all sorts of things. So there's like a calendar thing. There is the Oz Comic-Con guide. They even gave us little mini popcorns, which they had microwaves there that you could pop your popcorn, but I decided to save mine and I'll probably be eating it this week. There was also a whole bunch of other random flyer stuff in those bags, but it's sitting in a pile on my kitchen table, and I don't think that's of much interest to anyone else. Then I picked up a few prints. I'm not 100% sure of the artist of these. I'm going to assume that the one that I'm going to show you is Joseph DeLong because there's a little logo thing on here, but it is a Batgirl print, and I was looking all day for a really good Batgirl print, and this was the best one that I found, and I really love it because she is my absolute favorite and I love her to death. Then I found these really cool graphic prints that had all sorts of characters, but there was one as Daisy Ridley as Rey, one of Black Widow, and my favorite, the one of Wonder Woman, and I just really like them. I like the colors, I like the graphic style, and I had to have them, so really pleased with these. I picked up a few little figurine characters, so I got the collector's set of the Star Wars Itty Bitties that has Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, Obi-Wan, and a Jawa, and I really love them. They're so cute. I also picked up this rock candy version of Batgirl because I collect my Batgirl little figurines and I love her, and this is the classic one. There is a modern one which has her in the black outfit, which I really want to find now that I know that it exists. So I love this. I also picked up a Rey costume, sort of tunic thing, which I thought would be really cool because I didn't go in costume this year because, quite frankly, I'm a wuss. But after seeing practically everyone wearing some sort of outfit at Comic-Con, I now feel the need to wear this next year. Well, not necessarily this. This is here in case I can't think of anything else because it's a fraction too big for me. But I figure I can always adjust it to make it fit better. But now I'm plotting ideas for what to wear next year. Kudos to all of the amazing, amazing women who were there wearing Wonder Woman costumes because they all looked amazing. Guys, you were stunning and I'm totally jealous. But, you know, I've started my little pretend cosplay collection. Then I was really excited to find this place, and I don't even know what it's called because I didn't even get a card or anything, but they were printing fandom t-shirts and hoodies on the spot. So they had a whole bunch of designs and you could choose your design and have it added to any hoodie or t-shirt color of your choice. And they had a Stargate design, and I'm Stargate trash. I grew up watching Stargate and I had to get this. It says property of the Stargate program, established 1928, Cheyenne Mountain. It is a grey hoodie. It is super soft and warm and comfy and I love wearing it and I love it. I also picked up this random mystery show bag thing which came with a whole bunch of things in it. So it was supposed to have a Pop Funko mug and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I bought one because I thought, hey, that'd be cool to have a little bit of a mystery bag and just get some random things that I probably don't need. And knowing what's in it now, I really don't need any of them, but I'm still excited to have it. So the first thing that I got was this Star Wars print. It is Darth Vader, but his face is made from all of the different ships from the Star Wars universe, which is really cool. And the girl was originally going to give me a different poster because it came separate to the bag because the bag was sealed. But she saw that I was wearing my Star Wars Rebel t-shirt and she gave me a Star Wars one. So I'm really pleased with that because it looks awesome in person. And then really excitingly, because like I said, this bag was sealed, I had no idea what was in the bag. The t-shirt that I got was a Star Wars one and it is all the bounty hunters, which is really cool. And it looks like it's actually going to fit me. There was a TARDIS lunchbox, which is cool because my normal work lunchbox is on the outs and I think this might be a good substitute. There is a little dragony plush toy character. I have no idea who he is or what he's from, but he's kind of cute. Then there was this little cupcake Pop Funko. I think it's from Five Nights from Freddy, which again, I have no idea, but he's kind of cute. So he's going on my shelf. There was a Pokemon money box, which I won't be using, but I know quite a few people who've got kids and whose kids like Pokemon, so I'll be passing this on to them, but it's really cool. It's got all the Pokemon on it. There was also a Pokemon DVD, which I thought was really cool that they included DVD in there. Then there was a Mario Brothers multi-tool keyring. So it's a keyring, a bottle opener, and a screwdriver, which is a cool multi-purpose tool. I don't know if I'll keep this or whether I might give it to Dad, just for hilarity's sake. There was also a Batman mug in there, which is cool. This is like classic Batman, and you know, I always use more mugs for bookmarks on my bookshelf, so yay. And the last two things that came in the bag was this Starfleet badge and a Star-Lord Legendary Outlaw keyring. And this is super good quality. It's really heavy and awesome, so I like that. So that was everything that was in the bag. Then I picked up this really cool pin by Jubilee Oomph Originals. It's a lapel pin and it says Book Nerd. And then lastly, I picked up a whole bunch of books and comic books because it was Comic-Con. So the first book that I picked up is Metro Winds by Isabel Carmody, and I got to meet her and that was really lovely. I've never actually read Isabel Carmody's books, and she was there and she had the launch of one of her new books. I think that's coming out this week. But I was talking to her and she said this was one of the books that she was most proud of writing, so I'm really excited to pick it up. I think it's a collection of short stories, but she signed and personalized it to me, which was awesome. And I mean, have a look at this cover, it's beautiful. Just realized the lighting's changing, so I apologize. But I also went to a book panel with, who was it? Oh, C.S. Picard, Justin Woolley, Kylie Chan, and Marianne Deperrier. I think that's how you say it. I apologize if I butchered that. And while they were talking, I became really interested in Justin Woolley's young adult series set in Outback Australia, and it's sort of a Mad Max meets, I don't know, The Walking Dead sort of series, and that really intrigued me. So I actually picked up all three books in the trilogy because it's also being turned into a TV series, or it's been bought for production as a TV series, and I thought that'd be really cool to read it. And also support Australian authors, and yay, more Love Oz YA, woohoo! He also very kindly personalised all of them to me. So the first one is A Town Called Dust, A City Called Smoke, and A World of Ash, and I'm looking forward to picking these up. And then Comic-Con, had to pick up some comics, and I haven't read comics in ages, and as it turns out, even though I went on a Marvel fan pass, all the comics I bought were DC, so I'm equal opportunity everything when it comes to fandom. So I picked up the DC Rebirth Batgirl Volume 1 Beyond Burnside. So apparently this is the new series, and you know, I've got no idea about it, so I just jump in and out of various DC series all the time, so starting with this one. I also picked up Batgirl and the Birds of Prey from the DC Rebirth series Volume 1, and this is Who is Oracle, because I love me my Batgirl stories. And I also picked up Rebirth Nightwing Volume 1 Better Than Batman, because I love Batgirl and I love Nightwing, and I ship them together. They're like my ship, so. And no matter how many times I try and sync them, they're still my ship. And while I didn't pick this up at Comic-Con, I did pick it up as a result of Comic-Con, because the second panel that I went to see was Nicola Scott, who is an Australian comic book illustrator who works for DC. She is a massive, massive Wonder Woman fan, and she illustrated the Wonder Woman Year One graphic novel issue. And just listening to her talk about the universe and how she got her start in the field, I was really inspired, and I wanted to check out some of her work, because it's nice to see Australian women working in the comics industry and doing really well. So super excited to read this and check out her artwork and the story, and a few people who were asking questions at the panel were talking really highly of this particular graphic novel. So I'm excited to get to it. And that is everything that I picked up at Oz Comic-Con, and can I just tell you, this is 2 days later and my arm and my shoulders are so sore from carrying bags around, because yeah, I went a little bit nuts because I haven't been there for a while. Next time I will not go so nuts, although I probably will, because I like me my fandom stuff. But I feel no guilt because it's my holidays. I knew that I was going there to have fun, experience things, buy some things, have a great time, and I did. Even though my pass was a weekend pass and I didn't go to the second day because I was absolutely shattered, guys. I could not move. I was so wrecked after being there for, gosh, 5 or 6 hours, and I don't know how some people stay there the whole day. But kudos to you, because you guys are incredible. Thank you very much to the organisers of Oz Comic-Con. It was a really fantastic experience. I look forward to going to next year. Have you ever been to Comic-Con? Let me know in the comments down below. What are your favourite parts of it? Did you go this year? What did you see? Who did you see? Any good tips for next time? Because total newbie-ish here. Anyway, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.